All right, day 10 of the vlog challenge. Vlog every day for 30 days, share an idea. Also on day 3 of the water fast. So far it's going good. Today has been a little bit weaker, but you know, it's sometimes you got to challenge yourself to get the good out of life. Today I'll talk about a little bit about the brain. I read a couple weeks ago a book called Incognito by David Eagleman, and he's a neuroscientist, and it was kind of talking about the secret lives of the brain and how it works and all that stuff. Well, I'm reading his second book called The Brain: The Story of You, and he was talking about how like on the idea of perception and how we perceive colors as colors, um, because different frequencies of light um, look different, and there's a lot of forms of light that we can't actually perceive. So something like ultraviolet or gamma rays or things like that. But one of the things that he brought up that was pretty fascinating, which is a pretty interesting realization, is that there's actually no such thing as color, no such thing as sound, no such thing as taste, um, no such thing as feeling. Those are all constructs of the model we make of ourselves. Um, like sound is literally just vibrations, and we've evolved to be able to perceive these vibrations, and they're so ingrained into our lives that we associate them as being completely real. But there's a lot of animals that, or a lot of things that can't perceive the world like we do, and they can perceive other things that we can't, and they would consider those things real. So the idea is that like our perception is only within what we've evolved to perceive. And there's a lot of things that we can't perceive, and the things that we do perceive really only exist through the models that our brain creates of the world. They don't actually exist. Like there's no actual color in the world. It only exists because our brain perceives different frequencies of light differently. Um, and that is kind of an interesting realization and one to think about. I'm gonna keep this one short because I'm feeling pretty tired. But yeah, it's an interesting thought. I'd recommend David Eagleman's books. He was also on PBS. I think he did a series on the brain. And that was worthwhile. But it's pretty fascinating stuff. The brain is such a fascinating thing. But how we perceive the world, like so, when how we perceive the world isn't actually the way the world is. It's how our brain forms a model of the world, which then we associate with the world being that way. So like when you see the sun, we're like, oh wow, that's the sun, but it's actually the sun like 8 seconds ago, or however long it takes for the light to travel 93 million miles. And that's just like a perfect example where it's like, no, that's the sun right there, but no, it's not actually the sun. It's the sun 7, 8 seconds ago. And it's also true with everything. Everything we perceive is literally just a model that our brain creates of the world, and it's not actually the way the world is. It's how we perceive it. So, interesting thought for the day. I'll leave it at that. See you tomorrow.